right, guys?
It's brutal.
I can tell by your faces. You all know where we're going with this. The Lakers now have 18 games left. Is there enough time? Is there a chance?
Sure, there's enough time and there's a chance if they're playing really well and gelling and moving in the right direction. Brandon Ingram not playing tonight was an enormous loss. It made it so that the Clippers could defend LeBron, typically with only a point guard, sometimes using a center here and there, but they didn't need to put their biggest wing on LeBron. They were able to put a small on him, double team off of him, and no one else that got the ball was able to make plays. And that really showed tonight. The Ingram absence was big, but also just their inability to make open shots. 49 potential assists tonight for the Lakers. They only convert 18 of those. It's a lot of wide open looks they missed.
This comes down to DNA. And what does yours say that you are? The Clippers are a grinded out team. And they just ground and pound the Lakers into submission right up until the very end of this game. That's why one team is on a playoff trajectory and the other one is falling fast. I mean, and I don't want to be an alarmist here, but how many more of these types of games can you take if you're the Lakers before you start to recognize that you're burning LeBron's candle at the wrong end down the stretch of the season if there's no shot for the playoffs?
I'm not sure I would have needed to get this far, really, to recognize it.
Yeah.
It's interesting. When you talk to people around the Clipper organization, very open heading into this game, the Lakers' best will beat our best. But we play our best every night. And I think that's a really meaningful thing. To the point you were making about the Clippers, their DNA is you're going to have to beat us. You're going to have to take it from us. And you just don't feel that from this Laker group.
Well, they pull away to win it 113-105. They're now 5 games ahead of the Lakers, which also means the Lakers are 5 games out of the playoff picture.
Not what they were looking for, Sekou.
Yeah, well.
Whew, I feel steady.
There they are.
There you go.
There they are, Kuzma. How are the ankles?
I feel steady. I feel
better?
strong.
All right.
Yeah.
Look,
I'm ready.
You can't give that kind of defensive effort and expect to win basketball games this week. I don't care who you are. But we watched 3 or 4 instances there where not only did LeBron not move to cut off the guy with the ball headed to the basket, no one did. That is a recipe for disaster in this league.
Well, and it also, it speaks to they hang their heads very quickly when things start to go badly, and they've done that now for a while. And I think what happens when you've got 49 potential assists as a team and only convert 18, and LeBron has 24 potential assists and they only convert 6, it's very deflating. You can only miss so many open shots, and unfortunately that carried over to the defensive side tonight.
At what point do we see now a drastic move made? Perhaps the firing of Luke Walton.
I don't think they do that now during the season. I just don't see how you could hold him individually responsible for what exists there now. That may happen, but I don't think you'll see that. I do think what you could see is some very real, very candid conversation about LeBron not playing as many minutes and maybe not playing at all once it becomes fairly clear that they're not going to dig out of this hole.
To me, that's the only move you have left to preserve anything from this season, is to make sure you don't put LeBron's body in jeopardy down the stretch of the season if you're not battling for a playoff spot. I don't know if you can hold Luke accountable for some of this. Certainly everybody's going to shoulder some blame. But, boy, the individual effort and the pride that's just lacking in terms of how you play defense is alarming if you're a Lakers fan.
And we'd be remiss if we didn't point out, Rajon Rondo stepped up to the plate tonight. He recognized Brandon Ingram being out meant that they had a deficiency in playmaking.
Yeah.
And he turned back the clock a little bit tonight. A triple-double tonight, 24 points, 15 assists. He was sensational tonight and kept them in the game throughout much of the first half.
Well, when we